Revenge of Spirit story of wandering soul, horror stories, ghost stories, real facts, haunted story. Once a crime reporter is going somewhere in his car, but suddenly a man falls in front of his car in an unconscious state. Then the crime reporter suddenly applies the brakes of his car, but he gets very scared. He does not understand, from where did this man come on such a deserted road. Then he gathers courage and gets out of the car, and picks up that man. Then he tells the reporter in a panic that someone wants to kill him, so he was running to save his life, but the reporter does not believe him. Still the reporter asks him to sit in his car and go to the hospital. But that man says to go to the police station first. Now the reporter starts trusting him a little, but now the reporter thinks that why not solve this case, and inform the police later, and this is the biggest mistake of the reporter, which starts a new chapter. By now the reporter has complete faith in that person and he starts believing his words. The person tells him the name of a hospital and says that he knows a doctor there and insists on going to him. The reporter agrees to his words and takes him there. On reaching the hospital they come to know that the doctor is on leave today and he must be at his home. Then the person tells the reporter that they should go to his home and meet the doctor. Despite the reporter's refusal, the person convinces him to go. Then both of them leave for the doctor's house, and as soon as they reach the house, the doctor is known to the reporter. Both of them smile seeing each other, but the eyes of the person who came with him turn red. A strange anger is visible inside them. The doctor calls the reporter inside the house. The doctor is alone in the house, and the doctor feels a little strange due to his sudden arrival at such a late hour, yet he does not think much because he is already acquainted with the reporter. Then the reporter tells the doctor the entire incident, but the doctor still does not understand how this man who has come with the reporter knows him. Then that person tells some old things about the doctor, due to which the doctor also believes that the person is speaking the truth. Maybe the doctor himself must have forgotten him. Suddenly the doctor gets up and says, "Wait, I will bring tea for your people." Then the man says, "You leave it, I will make tea. You please tell me the way to your kitchen." But the doctor finds this inappropriate, so he refuses it, but the man becomes adamant, so the doctor is forced to take him to the kitchen, and the doctor gives him the tea items and goes out. Then that man turns on the gas regulator and closes all the windows of the kitchen, and after a while calls the doctor saying that your lighter is not working. As soon as the doctor comes in the kitchen, he smells gas, but he takes the lighter from that man thinking it to be a normal thing, and as soon as he lights the lighter, that man runs outside and suddenly the gas fire engulfs the doctor. The reporter does not understand anything about such a sudden incident, and that reporter runs out of the house with that man. Seeing this incident, the reporter quickly informs the police and also calls the fire brigade, but by then it is too late. After the police arrives at the scene, the reporter leaves from there with that man, and by increasing the speed of the car, he wants to go to some lonely place. Actually, after seeing all this, his mind had started spinning. He was not able to understand what is going on. Then suddenly the man sitting next to him turns the steering wheel of his car, and the car goes into a ditch on the side of the road. After such a massive accident, the condition of both of them becomes very bad. Both are seen covered in blood. The reporter in unconscious state asks the man, "Why did you do this?" Then the man starts laughing loudly and tells the reporter, "Mera sonu so gaya." The reporter is surprised to hear this, because his girlfriend used to call him by this name, who had passed away a few years ago. The reason for this was this reporter. He got her pregnant by trapping her in his love, and when later the girl asked him to marry her, he started refusing. But after the girl insisted, he agreed to marry. But the girl did not know that this was only her pretense, and this story ends with the death of the reporter. Subscribe to hear stories related to such interesting facts.